These are some of the craziest director hot streaks of all time. Let's start with Francis Ford Coppola, who could arguably be considered the GOAT. I mean, this run as director from The Godfather, The Conversation, The Godfather Part 2, Apocalypse Now, One from the Heart, The Outsiders, fantastic stuff. Like 5 back-to-back absolute all-timers. And then you also have Stanley Kubrick. Again, another person who's widely considered to be the GOAT. I think you can start with Dr. Strangelove and go through the rest of his career, because you have Dr. Strangelove in A 2001: A Space Odyssey, A Clockwork Orange, Barry Lyndon, The Shining, Full Metal Jacket, and Eyes Wide Shut. And then you have Alfred Hitchcock, one of the most iconic directors to ever do it. My favorite run of his has to be from Vertigo to North by Northwest to Psycho, 3 all-timers. Jumping into some more modern-day directors, Denis Villeneuve, I mean, obvious. Because after he got his first 4 films out of the way, starting with Incendie and A Prisoner's Enemy, Sicario, Arrival, Blade Runner 2049, Dune, and Dune Part 2, he just decided he's never going to miss again. Another gentleman who is never going to miss, that's Christopher Nolan. I don't really care for following, so you could say Memento on, because Insomnia, Batman Begins, The Prestige, Dark Knight, Inception, Dark Knight Rises, Interstellar, Dunkirk, Tenet, Oppenheimer. No misses there. Oppenheimer and Tenet being my 2 favorite films from him. A lot of people say The Dark Knight Rises misses. I don't love it by any means, but even then, Interstellar through Oppenheimer, what a run he's on right now. Speaking of guys a lot of people consider never to miss, Paul Thomas Anderson's career, Hard 8 through Licorice Pizza. There's some in there I'm more mixed on than others. There's some you're probably more mixed on than others, but it's kind of undeniably just a goated career. Martin Scorsese has multiple hot streaks in his career. And hot take, I think the hottest streak of his career is the one he's on right now. The Wolf of Wall Street Into Silence, which I think is his best film. The Irishman, which might be his most underrated film. And The Killers of the Flower Moon. I think late stage Scorsese is the most fascinating version of him yet. And then finally, Quentin Tarantino. I like all of his movies, don't love Death Proof, but the current run, Inglourious Bastards, Django Unchained, The Hateful Eight, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, incredible 4-film run. Will he make it a 5th with his 10th film ever? Whoever knows if that's coming out. But the 4-film run he's on right now is an all-timer.